everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to talk about the audio parts on our devices and what's our problems and how we can solve these kind of problems and what exactly happens when a device have a problem about audio. First, alright. Now, but starting, the first problem we have is that we have a problem about the volume. You know, the volume is not satisfying our customer, and the customer comes to our stores and said that my device doesn't have enough voice and it is very low. So how we can solve this problem is it's simple. Most of the times it's just about the dirt and residuals that is left in input and out from the output of our speakers, that is right here. The only thing you need to do is to brush it out and problem will solve. But most of the time you just have to replace it. How you can do that? It's very simple. Most of the time it's just it's a mesh that we include with adhesive to the main chassis. All you have to do is to remove it and place another one there. It's just that simple. If it doesn't work, you have to replace the main speaker itself. All you have to do is to heat it up, warm it up a little bit. They heat it on 100 degrees and heat it up a little bit, so the adhesive gonna soften up. Warm it enough. Now I'm gonna try it out. Easy. So in this case you just can replace it very easy. It's not that hard. Just remember to glue back the mesh in this place. I'm going to do it now. We have some glue here and just a bit of a glue will do the job. Done. I'll put the mesh back into its place. As you can see here, right, it's done. Now all you have to do is to replace the speaker itself. It's very cheap, you can buy it and place another one there. That's simple. This is the most of the job you have to do about the problems about the audio. Next thing is about the main board itself, about the circuit. Well, most of the problems about the circuit is about you have some noises on your voice and your speaker or your music that you're listening. It's because of the parts that exist between the pins of the speaker, as you can see right here, these two right here, and to the audio IC. In some of the devices, the audio IC is actually merged with power supply IC. How you can find it is that you have to check the block diagram. I will show you in the video, in the block diagram introduction, and finding problems about it. In this video I will explain it how it's possible, but in some other devices the audio IC might be a separate one, and in this one it could be underneath this shield right here. All you have to do is to find it and check the volume of these two that I'm going to do right now. Now I'm going to check the volume here, see if we have any volumes there. Here's the multimeter. As we have set on diode value, the positive on GND right here, and I'm going to place it here. As you can see, the volume is still the volume exists, so the audio doesn't have a problem. Simple. The next thing is that how you can find the way to the parts and audio IC. Actually very simple. As you guys just can use the buzzer test and check see where does this go. As you can see, it doesn't go anywhere around here, doesn't attach to anything here, but behind it, that's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to try it, but now I'm going to try see if I can. It's probably here, but the thing is, I'm not sure if I can keep it into its place. It's not even there. I'm going to try it again. I hope this time it's going to work. Alright, that's going to be a little tricky. In this case, you have to attach a copper wire here. Sorry, you can attach a copper wire here, bring it out, and attach the multimeter probe to the wire. Actually, that will be very much more simple. You can actually find it and see where does it go. This is, very common. You can do it about the audios. The next thing is about the audio IC itself. If I can show you the parts, that would be very great, but I'm not sure where does it go. Then I'm gonna show you this on the map actually. But there is one thing. There are two parts about the audio actually: the input and the output. The output is the speakers, of course, the speakers and receivers. The schematics call it receivers. The receiver is the one that we use for calling. For calls, we can use the receiver. For the speaker, we can use it to listen to the music. The input is actually the microphone itself, and the mic have two types. First one is the digital ones. As you can see, it's rectangular and it's right here, and very sensitive to heat and liquid. Actually, if you want to replace it, you cannot use too much flux on it. Be careful about it, because the flux will actually destroy it. And the heat, of course. So how can I remove a microphone from my main board? That will be a tricky, and I will show you how. But first I'm gonna find out where does it go. But I have to remove the microphone. In this case, I have removed this, but as you can see, there is no tracks here. So finding the Microphase will need schematics and maps, so you can find it. As I mentioned before, there are two types. The rectangular ones are the digital ones, but the circle ones are they're called analog ones. These guys have 2 pins, but the digital ones have 4 pins.